Hello everyone. You might be seeing here two kings, two signs. This Scorpio's lunar eclipse. And you all know the famous total solar eclipse in 2024. And Trump that presents himself in that year. And the 6th of May, the king, coronation, and the same day, a Scorpio lunar eclipse. Also, he's been given a piece of the true cross of Christ by the Pope. Remember, Trump was given the King Cyrus coin as King Cyrus. What? Let's look at this. Hello, everyone. Hope you're doing good. So, King Charles' coronation cross will have shards from Christ's crucifixion. What? But the most important thing, look at this here, okay? The silver portions of the cross bear a full hallmark, including the royal mark, a leopard's head that was applied to the cross by King Charles in November 2022. A leopard's head. Okay, we're going to come back to that now, okay? Let's see a bit of what's going on.
Big ritual and pageantry lined up for the coronation of King Charles III on the 6th of May. A very special part of the ceremonies will be a gift to the king from the Pope himself, said to date back to the crucifixion of Christ. Two shards of the true cross, believed to be part of the cross that was used to crucify Jesus Christ, were a gift from Pope Francis to King Charles. And they will be part of the coronation procession. Both the pieces are set behind a rose crystal gemstone.
See, this was never done to any monarch by any pope ever in the history of mankind. You can search it. Why this king? A piece of the true Christ. What's going on here?
And the fragments have been incorporated into the cross of Wales. According to reports, the cross is made from recycled silver bullion from the Royal Mint in South Wales. It also includes a shaft of Welsh windfall timber and a strand of Welsh slate. The Archbishop of Wales at Holy Trinity Church will bless the crosses before they are taken to their final destination in London. Charles, who ascended to the throne on his mother's death, will be formally crowned king in a pomp-filled ceremony attended by 2,000 people. It also follows a star-studded concert and a nationwide big lunch and volunteering.
The 6th of May.
The upcoming coronation of King Charles III will feature a personal gift from Pope Francis, a relic of the True Cross. The procession will be led by the Cross of Wales that contains a relic of the True Cross that Jesus was crucified on over 2,000 years ago. The cross was blessed by the Archbishop of Wales. King Charles III has visited the Vatican multiple times. He met with Pope Francis with his wife in 2017 and again in 2019. The two were celebrating the canonization of the English saint John Henry Newman. The coronation of King Charles III will take place on May 6th in Westminster Abbey.
So he has the right to receive, say it is a piece of the actual crucifixion cross of Jesus Christ. With everything he suffered, he has the title of the defender of the church, given by his mother. Okay, now we're going to come back to this. Also, the eclipse. Okay, it's going to happen from the 5th to the 6th. That's the day of his coronation. Here in my country, in Gibraltar, we are able to see around 21:14. That's 9:15 in the evening. That's on Friday, the 5th of May. Okay, maybe we can see it. Apparently, this won't happen till 2042 again. It's the darkest lunar eclipse, and it comes into the constellation of Scorpio. Scorpion. What's going on? Why all these things make you believe like if there could be a sign, or many people think that we make all these things up, we're just trying to fit things. And listen, if there's 1% chance in a billion that God tried to put in this book instructions for us to see what's coming, that's what if. Because clearly, in the book of Genesis, in the history of creation, see, in the beginning, God created the heavens and the earth. You know, you get this man, is going to be king, receiving from the Pope, supposedly Christ himself on earth, a piece of the cross. You know, but does he really believe in Christ? We cannot remember what he can really believe because, you know, in the beginning was the Word. Jesus was in the beginning with God. No, in the beginning, God created the heavens and the earth. See, let's repeat it again, one more time. In the beginning, God created the heavens and the earth. So, what does he, the king, to be now receiving the true cross of Christ, believe actually? Let's hear it.
Similarly, after billions of years of evolution.
Whoa. Whoa. Stop it right there. Let's go a little bit back. Yes?
Nature is our best teacher. Similarly, after billions of years of evolution.
Similarly, after billions of years of evolution. It's what? Wait. In the beginning, God created the heavens and the earth. So, similarly, after billions of years of evolution.
Similarly, after billions of years of evolution, nature is our best teacher.
So nature is our best teacher. Jesus wasn't the best teacher, nor God, nor his Bible, no book, basic instructions before leaving earth, instruction book. So he doesn't believe in that, but he gets the right to receive a piece of the cross. Yep. So in the day of his coronation, this lunar eclipse, we go back to Genesis. Go here, verse 14. Then God said, "Let there be lights in the firmament of the heavens to divide the day from the night, and let them be for signs and seasons, and for days and years." See, but the first thing he says is, "Let them be for signs." Signs, you know, signs. What? Really believe this? Now, Donald Trump, 2024 eclipse, you know, I've done this video before. He receives a coin of King Cyrus, who gave Jerusalem back to its people back in his day. See, they made a coin to fulfill 70 years. King Cyrus from Nebuchadnezzar, he gave Jerusalem back to its people in those days. They compared Donald Trump to him. They made him a coin. You know, why? In 1948, Israel was born after World War II. To the date, 2017, Donald Trump won the elections. That same year, 2017, 70 years to the date, moves the US Embassy to Jerusalem and proclaims Jerusalem as the eternal capital of Israel. And mayhem broke out. You all remember? So they compare him to him. Wow. And Trump was the 45th president. Biden is the 46th. He was the 45th. Wow. See? Isaiah, 45th. 45. 45th. See? Thus says the Lord to his anointed, to Cyrus, to Trump, whose right hand I have held to subdue nations before him, and loose the armor of kings, to open before him the double doors, so that the gates will not be shut. I will go before you, and make the crooked places straight. I will break it in pieces, the gates of bronze, and cut the bars of iron. See, they got this paragraph from Isaiah 45 to make that coin. Very interesting that Donald Trump was the 45th president. And now, 2017, famous eclipse. Let's go back here. See? August 21st, 2017. That was the year Donald Trump won the elections. He did that move with Jerusalem. See, the Revelation 12 sign came out on September. That year, in February, was when the video of Ron Wyatt appeared and my life changed. When I heard those trumpet sounds, like everywhere in YouTube, it's always the same sound. And all this. All a coincidence. Yep. All in coincidence. I'm talking about pestilences, that means virus. You know, pandemic hits the world in 2020. No. How can you not see that there's going on something that we've never seen before? But in 2024, the 8th of April, see, in that same year, Donald Trump presents himself, and by the votes that are going, he's going to win. You know, it's like marking. See, 7 years later, from 2017 to 2024, 7 years to the date, 7 years, Donald Trump presents and wins again. You know what's going on? Huh? Israel has been waiting for the Messiah to come and fight all nations for them. You know, they're comparing him as the anointed King Cyrus by God. See now the picture. And now we get this king, see, having another sign in the coronation day, given a piece of the actual cross of Christ, when he doesn't even believe, because he believes in evolution. You know? And the most thing of all I want you to remember about this speech is about that someone he was talking about. That someone that possesses trillions. Let's have a look.
And scope of the threat we face call for a global systems-level solution based on radically transforming our current fossil fuel-based economy to one that is genuinely renewable and sustainable. So, ladies and gentlemen, my plea today is for countries to come together to create the environment that enables every sector of industry to take the action required. We know this will take trillions, not billions of dollars. We also know that countries, many of whom are burdened by growing levels of debt, simply cannot afford to go green. Here we need a vast military-style campaign to marshal the strength of the global private sector. With trillions at his disposal.
Again, with trillions at his disposal. See, now start to get the picture. You know, he's a climate change lover. The pandemic hits the world. What a coincidence, eh? And everything is falling apart. Everything, the economy, they knew. They are training. They used the pandemic for a training ground. And we are the guinea pigs. See, they needed that to put on their new world order. If the world carried on like it was before, nothing's going to happen. Eh? That's why they needed Donald Trump out of America as well. Now they want Putin out. So this war had to happen in Ukraine. No, listen, I'm not either with Putin, nor Zelensky, nor Trump, nothing, nor this man. I'm with God. You know? But can you see the picture now? Can put things together. And listen, the COVID, that's not the end. Because now they say this Arcturus COVID strain, you know, kills 5 Brits as variant spreads across the globe. The Arcturus COVID strain. Let's see. The new Arcturus strain of SARS-CoV-2, the virus that causes COVID-19, has killed 5 Britons. The UK Health Security Agency have reported Arcturus, which is also known as Omicron subvariant XBB.1.1.6. What? So we have a new variant. This is never going to stop. They knew they controlled the world just like that. See? And everything you're seeing now around. Come on. Now let me tell you something. You come back here. See? The silver portions of the cross bear a full hallmark, including the royal mark, a leopard's head that was applied to the cross by King Charles. Look, let's go over here to the book of Revelation. Okay. It's Revelation 13. The beast of the sea. Okay, look at this. The dragon stood on the shore of the sea, and I saw a beast coming out of the sea. Remember, it's not a monster. These are metaphors. Okay? Coming out of the sea. The sea in Revelation can also resemble peoples, tongues, nations, tribes. See, like saying he saw a beast, a political beast or something coming out of the peoples, of the nations, of the tongues. You know? And he had 10 horns, 7 heads, with 10 crowns on its horns. Now, look at this. The beast I saw resembled a leopard, but had feet like those of a bear, and a mouth like that of a lion. You ever seen the insignia of Scotland and the lion in England? It looks like a bear standing up. You know? The dragon gave the beast his power and his throne and great authority. Now, please, the leopard here can also be maybe what the prophet Daniel saw here with his 4 visions, because he talks about this 4th vision with the 10 horns. Remember, this is the Roman Empire that broke in pieces. See? Let's go back now to the leopard. Now, after that, I looked, and there before me was another beast, one that looked like a leopard, and on its back it had 4 wings, like those of a bird. This beast had 4 heads, and it was given authority to rule. Now, it's talking about a metaphor for what's going to happen in the end, what happened in his time. See? But listen, a leopard having 4 heads, isn't he now the king of Great Britain, England, Ireland, Wales, Scotland? You know, you have 4 heads there. Maybe it could be 4 countries. I'm not saying it is. I'm not a prophet or anything, you know. What if? Because if you look at one of the first beasts that Daniel sees, see, the first was like a lion, and he had wings of an eagle. And I watched until its wings were torn off, and it was lifted from the ground, so that it stood on 2 feet like a human being, and the mind of a human was given to it. Remember, these are metaphors, okay? Now, it talks about lion with wings of an eagle, and here of a leopard with 4 heads. Remember, the eagle, it represents the United States of America, and the lion, England. And we know that both talk the same language, English, because of the sister brothership they had in their history. Okay, you have to go back to history to understand that part. It's going to be too long, okay? Now, the second beast looks like a bear. It was raised up on one of its sides, and it had 3 ribs in its mouth between its teeth. Now, the bear that can represent Russia, and 3 of the countries that were uprooted when the 10 nations, when the Roman Empire split it up, 7 nations remained. For 3 of them were uprooted. Understand? And from the 7 is where Europe, where we live now, was born. Now there are many more countries, like explained last time. Yugoslavia is now 5 countries because of the war. Croatia, Bosnia, all these countries were before Yugoslavia. You go to Russia, Russia was before 1 country, and now you have nearly 500. So I started off when the Roman Empire ended, Europe was born. And also when Europe was born, 10 nations, 10 kings. Okay? I think it's like that. It's telling us something to do with that. And it's very, very similar, Daniel's beast, leopard is talking about an eagle, a lion with the wings of an eagle. Now look at this. Remember this structure? See, it looks like a lion. It also has the body like a leopard style, feet that can resemble feet of a bear. See? Eagle's wings. And this, the building behind it, is the United Nations. See? The UN, the United Nations in New York. Rockefeller Center building. But it's removed. They removed it. Why? See? Maybe it's trying to tell us something. This statue here and the United Nations, supposedly they're supposed to be the good people, yes? But no, the evil people now is Vladimir Putin, only him. Okay? It's only him. So, what I think, the war in Taiwan with China, Russia, all the countries, Iran, they're going to start attacking Israel. This man is going to win the election. In Israel, maybe they're going to think that this is their long-awaited Messiah, their King Cyrus. But this king, I think, is the one who's going to be forming the beast in the parts of this world, because it talks about a few beasts in Revelation, not only the Antichrist. No, it talks about the Antichrist, the beasts, the false prophet. Many of you can more or less have an idea who that can be. He's handing out pieces of crosses, uniting religions. He's building seats upon 7 hills, where, like Revelation talks about, Spanish Inquisition, blood of the saints upon their hands. But none of this is true. It's all science fiction. It's all in our heads. What? Wow. Okay. God bless President Donald Trump. This is in the streets of Israel. See? President Trump is starting a prophetic process by moving the American embassy to Jerusalem, just like King Cyrus 2,500 years ago. Said, he charged me to build a house in Jerusalem. Here again, President Trump is building a house in Jerusalem, the organization said in a statement. So, the Jews are waiting for the third temple. They think that Donald Trump is going to make it. He's going to win 2024, give them the right, bring that peace. Remember, the 4 years there was peace. But his second term, I think something's going to go. This is not going to be like the first term. Something's going to go wrong. They're going to unite all these beasts, And we just have to go along with them, with all this green. Let's go green, All this sexual perversion that's going crazy like never before. I've never seen nothing like this. Nothing. Listen, we all have free will. You can do whatever you want in your house till you find the truth, till whatever you want God to help you, He will. Truly inside. But people don't want that. People want to live the lifestyle nowadays, and just before maybe the time is up, maybe, God sees inside your heart, So, you imagine, the Roman Empire splits into the 10 nations. Maybe this is the metaphor. See? The 10 horns, having 7 heads, that had 10 crowns on its horns. Because 3 of them were uprooted. It's talking about countries that came after the Roman Empire. The dragon gave the beast his power and his throne and great authority. All the kings before ruled with the popes. What I think is going to be the false prophet. Why? Because you can see here in the book of Daniel. See? And there before me was the 4th beast, terrifying and frightening and very powerful. He had large iron teeth. The Roman Empire was known by the Iron Age, It crushed and devoured its victims and trampled underfoot whatever was left. It was different from all other beasts, and it had 10 horns. See, it's trying to say that from all these 10 horns they had, a small little horn comes later. See, the Roman Empire ended, but the Pope, the Vatican still continues. It's a small country of their own, their only money, their only gods. Like a small horn came out of the Roman Empire. So, listen to this. While I was thinking about the horns, there, before me, was another horn, a little one, which came up among them, and the 3 of the first horns were uprooted before it. See? 3 of the 10, 3 were uprooted. And out of the 3, this little one comes out. See? I'm not saying it is, I'm just saying, what if? What if? You can see here that it's talking about the Roman Empire, you know. Then I wanted to know the meaning of the 4th beast, which was different from all others. With its iron teeth and bronze claws, the beast that crushed and devoured its victims, they conquered nearly the world and left nothing behind, the Romans. I also wanted to know about the 10 horns on its head and about the other horn that came up, before which 3 of them fell. The horn that looked more imposing than the others, and that had eyes and mouth that spoke boastfully. See, that wanted everything. As I watched, this horn was waging war against the holy people and defeating them, until the Ancient of Days came and pronounced judgment in favor of the holy people of the Most High. And in the time came when they possessed the kingdom. The 4th beast is the 4th kingdom that will appear on earth. It will be different from all other kingdoms. The 10 horns are 10 kings who will come from this kingdom. After them, another king will arise, different from the earlier ones, and he will subdue 3 kings. He will speak against the Most High and oppress his holy people. So, just showing to you that he's talking about the Roman Empire when it splitted and crumbled and crushed. It was no more. It was destroyed. And from there, Europe was born. You see the Pope now leading everything. Before in the Spanish Inquisition, the people didn't turn to the religion, they will, kill them in a brutalic manner. So, this is the dragon of the flag of Wales, where the king comes. See the dragon. The dragon. The red fiery dragon, named the red dragon, or Dragos is a native tongue, is a symbol of all things Welsh. Sits in front and center of the national flag. It has proudly posed as the national animal for thousands of years, like the unicorn in Scotland and the lion in England. So many people link the unicorn here because he has it in his insignia to the first seal, the conqueror. Now, I saw when the Lamb opened one of the seals and heard one of the 4 living creatures saying with a voice like thunder, "Come and see." And I looked, and behold, the white horse who sat on it had a bow, and a crown was given to him, and he went out conquering and to conquer. So, but I don't know, I'm not a prophet. I'm just saying that, what if? What if? Donald Trump, 45th president, in Isaiah 45, they talk about Cyrus. They make this coin about him. Come on, how can you make this up? And the solar eclipse that comes now and crosses, makes like a cross, 7 years apart, one from each other. See? Donald Trump, 70 years to the date. Cyrus, 70 years captivity back to Jerusalem. It's always to do with the 7 or 70. How can you make this up? You know, Revelation talks about another wonder in heaven, the fiery red dragon. It's another metaphor talking about someone that possesses trillions, who is it the dragon that gives him the authority and he sits? I don't know. Is he preparing everything for one of his younger predecessors? Because the Pope is also old. Who's coming next? Are they preparing all these? Or who's coming next? Now we have a new Arcturus, new variant going around. And it says that it's affecting people's ears, like they're having like noises, What? What's going on? No monarch. Supposedly, the queen did marvelous things for the world. Why didn't she receive that piece of crown? That piece of cross from Christ, Why? His son. What has he done? Now, September 23rd, the Revelation 12 sign appeared, remember? It's here. The woman clothes. Remember I did the video? And down it says, another sign appeared in heaven. Behold, remember everything that happens in heaven's a sign for what's going to happen here. See, another sign appeared in heaven. Behold, a great fiery red dragon. Igrosh. Yeah? I don't know, maybe it's trying to tell us something. You think? A great fiery red dragon having 7 heads, 10 horns, and 7 diadems on his head. Diadems is crowns. No. It's trying to say us something. There will be signs in the sun and in the moon and in the stars. On the earth, distress of nations, perplexity because of the roaring of the sea and the waves. People fainting with fear for what's coming onto the world. You get it that the lights were made for signs. All these were made for signs. And all these signs happening worldwide. We get now from the 5th to the 6th, exactly in the coronation day, a total lunar eclipse. And Trump next year, a total solar eclipse. What is going on? He has something, a piece of the cross of somebody who was brutally murdered. Jesus was brutally murdered. He wasn't killed. He was murdered. It was brutality what they did to him. So, yeah. And now you see everywhere CEOs. How many CEOs since pandemic are quitting their jobs? All these famous people from the news. Now Tucker Carlson. Yeah, many people. What's happening? What's going on? So we all live it in billions of years of evolution. Yes. So he doesn't believe in God. He doesn't believe in the beginning God created the heavens and the earth. See, he doesn't believe that. He believes this.
Tell them. They teach the kids it all started with a Big Bang 20 billion years ago. What exploded? This is what the textbooks teach.
Before the Big Bang, there was nothing, literally nothing, an infinitesimal nugget of space. And then something happened, triggering the most colossal explosion in history.
Hello, people. I was
Yes, boys and girls, you see, nothing exploded, and here we are.
Yep.
So I asked Mr.
Come on, think about it. Now they say that they found a tadpole fish that started life in land, and here we are after them. Yep. Just the perfection of the eye. You know, the eye. Check out the eye. See, it's been randomly made. Wow. Yeah, of course. So I just wanted to put that up, you know, because this Donald Trump election is coming now around the corner. We have next weekend this famous one from the king. But listen, everything that we're doing, I'm not doing this just to make views or do a good video. And no. I'm still trying to people who are ever watching. You know, this is true. Forget all the Disney Channel things that everybody tries to put in their minds. No, all this is, but listen, the most thing that I see nowadays is they actually don't believe this. But then again, you see them traditionally believe in it. You know, just because it's traditionally. Or you have a communion or a confirmation, it's all about the dress. It's all about the suit. It's all about the photograph, the party, the eating. It's good for tradition. Yeah. Learn what it means. What are you putting your kids into? You know, it's a relationship with a true God. And they are too young to do that. No, it's nowhere to be found in the scriptures. Ever. I cannot find it. No. You will have tribulations in your life. Then you will search the truth if you want it. And he will come into your life like I asked it. Why me? Nothing. But I really asked it. I was tired of lies, tired of evolution, of this, of big bangs, of the Sumerian tablets, of this is copied. Listen, nobody wants to change their lives in this lifetime. Nobody. Believe me. I come from there. So, please, let me repeat this just one more time. Please, one more time, please. In big. Come on.
That's what the textbooks teach.
Before the Big Bang,
Think about it.
there was nothing. Literally.
Stop it. Think about it. Boom, and here we are. Boom, and here we are. Sun, moon, in the correct space for life to evolve. Ain't we lucky? And every beautiful woman you see nowadays, or back in the day, or in front of the day, or beautiful men, or whatever, it all because of the monkey and evolution of a tadpole. God made you beautiful in his image. Soon we'll find out. So imagine, out of nothing, here you are.
Literally nothing. An infinitesimal nugget of space. And then something happened, triggering the most colossal explosion in history.
Yes, boys and girls, you see, nothing exploded, and here we are. So I asked this professor if I could ask him some questions about the Big Bang. I said, where did all this matter come from? He said, well, we don't know that for sure. I said, well, sir, would you please tell me where the laws came from? The universe is run by laws, gravity, centrifugal force, inertia. Who gave the laws? He said, we don't know that either. I said, sir, could you tell me where the energy came from? You know, it takes energy to make a Big Bang. Who bought the gas to run this machine anyway? He said, we don't know that either. I said, sir, could I ask you another question? He said, sure. What else would you like to know? What do you mean else? You haven't told me nothing yet. I said, does Berkeley have a merry-go-round? You see, if a spinning object breaks apart in a frictionless environment, the fragments will all spin the same direction. The professor said, yes, I understand about the conservation of angular momentum. I said, well, good. I'd like to ask you a question then, sir. If the whole universe began as a swirling dot, like you said, why do two planets spin backwards? He said, that's interesting. I said, no, that's more than interesting. It's kind of hard on your Big Bang Theory. Not only that, 6 of the moons are spinning backwards. Why?
So everything is in front of us. See, but we rather listen to what our itchy ear wants to hear. I won't stop repeating the phrase itchy ear. That fits you, so you can carry on with the lifestyle of these days. Listen, there are plenty of good lifestyles in these days to live. But everybody, look at me. You know which one we are talking about. Many people, listen, I'm talking in general. Many people, they want to see the most sinful thing seen. Sinful, not sinful like you're sinning, but the most searched item in the world. That's pornography, or sexy girls dressed in the nowadays clothes, and that's what they don't want. No, it's not this. It's not this, or it has to be able. It's not about this. It's about the lifestyle. You have to end it. But at the same time, you can have a great lifestyle in this time as well. Whatever you did wrong in his eyes, don't do it. See, there are religions that would say that it's okay. Come to confession box, your sins are forgiven. So it's a very seductive. There are many very seductive religions that fits me. See, I'm saying this because I come from there. I've been there. So it fitted just right for me. Wow, yeah. I have to stay back now. At least the thing is holy. He's holy. Only one priest could go one time a year. See, one time a year inside the Ark of the Covenant. One Levite priest. The one. For God is holy. He's holy. You imagine all this filth. Come on. You can do whatever you want, but, with humbleness. Not like nowadays they're trying to use politics with everything. Everything you're saying. Politics. Politicizing everything. So, let's see what happens with this Trump and this king. Let's see. Because it's very, very strange. I don't know. Very strange. So God did all these stars, moon, sun, let it be for signs, seasons, So you can see in both my sides the eclipse and the Scorpio Lunar Eclipse, full. And the next one won't be till 2042, the other lunar eclipse. 2042, that's roughly when they predict that the Euphrates River will be completely dry, like the book of Revelation says. And the angels of the abyss let loose. Comes like scorpions. Wow. Scorpio lunar eclipse. No. Maybe trying to tell us something. Yeah, about the beasts. Remember, political beasts, religious beasts. Revelation talks about a few beasts. So, what if it's trying to tell us something, all this? We rather let's go in vacation. Yes, forget the world. World War III might explode in any moment and catch you anywhere in the world, thinking that this is the only thing there is. World War III, it can change. Listen, North Korea, China with Taiwan, this Ukraine, Russia, nothing's going to happen like always, right? Nothing. They said that in World War II. After World War I, no more. World War II hit. Boom. Even bigger than the first one. With 2 atomic bombs. The United States threw them. Nothing's wrong. It was the United States. The freedom fighters. Yeah. The United Nations building. They control everything. See? They control everything. Yeah. If Daniel was trying to tell us something. See? Lion with wings of an eagle. Rockefeller building. United Nations. NATO. Yeah, they are professionals to point what the bad guys are. All this pandemic, everything, the Vietnam War, everything is Putin's fault. So, yeah. Okay, people. I hope you just please investigate yourself. Bible, basic instructions before leaving Earth. Listen, I'm still not perfect. I'm struggling every day. Things are trying to attack my thoughts. Oh, I'm never gonna stop. This man, Mr. Evolution, Mr. Trillions in his disposal. What are you saying? And this Arcturus COVID strain. So, yeah, they have us. See what I mean? So, I catch you all. Okay, take care. Look, everything that's going around the world. They say that a new seizure hole has opened the ocean. So this is going to be a really hot summer coming. Big heat waves. The Bible says a day will come that will bake like an oven. Watch out, people. Love you all. God loves you more.